Consultation to a dentist in this pandemic situation? Don't worry, here I give you Hello and greetings everyone, this is Mohan from Dental Lifeline blogger. Actually today I am going to give you a solution to a previously discussed problem. Yes, during this COVID pandemic many people would be stuck in home and some of our people would be in the phase of a dental treatment or in the midst of a dental treatment or in the beginning of a dental treatment, as I said earlier in the previous videos. So they would be in a condition to do a surgical procedure or an emergency procedure. So such kind of people would have no other choice to meet the dental office in person and to show their oral cavity to the dentist to have their treatment done. But some of our people are still reluctant to meet a dental office and they are waiting for the good days to come. So no worries if you are in such a case, or if you are entering into a new consultation phase of dentistry, or if you are having in mind a consultation with a dentist, here is a solution. Yes, I introduce you teledentistry. So what is teledentistry? Teledentistry is nothing but a virtual connection between the patient and the dentist. Tele means distant, so we can connect both of them over a distance. So teledentistry is very important during this COVID-19 pandemic because many people would be frightened or reluctant to show their oral cavity to the dentist, and there's a high chance of disease spread both to the dentist as well as the patient. So teledentistry is an advantageous tool for the screening, consultation, treatment planning as well as for the triage, that is a remote triaging of suspected COVID-19 patients. So they would also be very much interested in consulting a dentist. So teledentistry is very useful during this time period. So that's it about teledentistry. Now we shall move into the subunits of teledentistry. We have 4 subunits overall: teleconsultation, telediagnosis, teletriage and telemonitoring. So let us see about teleconsultation first. So teleconsultation is nothing but the consultation between the dentist as well as the patient. So many of us would be having queries and doubts to be asked to the dentist. So teleconsultation is very important for this aspect, and we can have all our doubts cleared through the telecommunication phase. The second subunit we are going to discuss is about telediagnosis. So telediagnosis is very important for the dentist to diagnose a particular condition or a disease. So using this technology, Estimato.net, they have reduced the referral of the patients to a specialist from 96% to 35%, and it's a major scale. Apart from that, we also have telecytology. Telecytology is nothing but you are diagnosing a condition or a disease using the cytological smears. So the potentially malignant tumors or lesions or a pathogenic smear can be diagnosed easily using the telecytology. Apart from that, Heron et al. Has produced mobile mouth screening anywhere, that is a MEMOSA, for the diagnosis of oral cancer. So it's very important during this period if any patient has this disease. And apart from that, Skadaja has produced a tablet-based mobile microscope, that is a cell scope device for the oral screening for the cancer patients or screening of oral cancer. So these 4 technologies have been successfully implemented in the teledentistry. The third subunit which we are going to discuss is about teletriage. It is nothing but a safe, appropriate and timely disposition of the patient's symptoms by the dentist. So it is very useful for the patients who have a geographical hindrance and the patients who have a more travel time or they have a more traveling distance, so they can't come to the dentist in person. And it is also useful for the remote school children for the consultation phase or the diagnosis of a particular disease or a condition. So we also have teleradiology in this phase. So we can just give the symptoms for a maxillofacial trauma patient. We can also dispose the symptoms from a peripheral center to a central trauma center. So we can just dispose the patient's symptoms timely through this teletriage. The last subunit which we are going to discuss is about telemonitoring. It is nothing but the monitoring of the patient's condition after a successful treatment or a successful procedure. So it is nothing but a regular follow-up conducted by the dentist to the patient to see whether they are in a good prognosis or whether the treatment or the procedure gives a good prognosis or a bad prognosis. So telemonitoring is very much important in this pandemic lockdown phase for the dentist for the follow-up of their patients. Till now, we have seen the advantages of teledentistry in each subunit. So now, let us see the disadvantages of teledentistry. There are two main sectors in which the disadvantages have been listed, and that is sufficient to say now. So the first sector which I am going to say is about lack of amenities. That is a one sector which I have segregated to tell you some of the disadvantages. So the preliminary disadvantages in this sector is lack of infrastructure, lack of internet access, lack of hardware, we need expertise, lack of training and lack of technical support. The major two disadvantages in this sector, main disadvantage is that there will be a two-dimensional view of the condition or the lesion. So two-dimensional view is not sufficient to give a diagnosis actually, but only two-dimensional view would be provided through the teledentistry. And the another main problem is that we can't do some kind of procedures like palpation and auscultation to the patient. So these are the two main problems we see in teledentistry in this sector. The next sector which I am going to speak about is the acceptance of the patient for teledentistry. It is usually considered a disadvantage because many people would be unsatisfied, and the saturation point for the patient for the diagnosis given by the dentist over the telecommunication would not be that much appealing. So many people would give a suggestion that it would be good or it would be better to show our condition or disease to a dentist in person in their dental office. So the acceptance of the patient for teledentistry or the acceptance of the patient for the consultation or for the screening or for the diagnosis given by the dentist over the telecommunication is considered disadvantage, or the it is not that much satisfied, or it is not that much it is not giving a good response by the patient to the teledentistry. So that's it, guys. Hope you like this video. Please give your comments in the comment section, and please give your suggestions about the future topics in the comments as well as in DM also. So stay home, stay safe, have a nice day, take care, bye.